rich. I'm up, homie, you up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One even with the face down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Only put me in the twilight. We're pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her with this.
Well, Singy, as we come into this, it's the Seattle Mariners taking on the San Francisco Giants. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Dylan Moore. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Here goes the runner. Called strike 3. And that's a stolen base, not even close. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That one almost got him. That one fouled off, 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Yastrzemski makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage again.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding.
Bottom of the 1st. And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And up next for San Francisco, Brett Wisely. That misses, and it's 2-1. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a ball popped up. Williamson under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's Elliot Ramos. Lee stands at first with 1 out. In the air, out towards right center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Miller with a move to first. Lee back in on a dive. Runner on the goal. In the dirt. Blocked. He's safe at second, and that was not close. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. High fly ball out towards left center. Arozarena sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for San Francisco. We played an inning. No score. Back here at Oracle Park. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Next offering is in for a strike. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Got him swinging. 2 down, bases empty. Rowdy Tellez will hit next. Next pitch is downstairs.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Relay throw to second. Not in time. He's safe.
That's heads-up base running. That's the kind of stuff that fires up a dugout.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Check swing, called strike.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Out there to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they push across 1 run on 2 base hits. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. Here's a 1-2. In the air, foul off first. Makes the catch for the out. Willie Adames stands in. Ground ball left side. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. So digging in, Tyler Fitzgerald. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They trail here, 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Ben Williamson. Stays alive. To the right side. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Dylan Moore. Outside low. And it's 2-1.
2 balls.
1 out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And a 3-2. Swing and a ground ball. Flores on to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Line drive, fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that's down and away.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Just off the outside edge, and now it's 3-2. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. First and second, 2 outs. Cal Raleigh digs in now. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 1 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That's hard hit on the line. And out number 1 on the grab. Now it's the Giants catcher, Sam Huff. And a 1-1. Fastball is outside. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that just misses. Outside, and that is ball 4. So the lineup flips over. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. In there safely. First and second, 1 out. And up next for the Giants, Brett Wisely. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. He's got it. 2 away. Stepping in, Elliot Ramos. Caught him looking for the K. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Next offering is down low. And that one ripped to left, and foul ball. Hard hit left side. Chapman over to first in time. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And that misses. And the count is 3-1. This to third. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Base hit, left center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but He did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 left for Seattle, but they're on top 1-0. Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the 4th, here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Mike Yastrzemski. And that one ripped into right, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Count is 3-2.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Willy Adames getting ready to hit. Warning track. Wall. And you can touch them all, baseball man. An absolute smash to left. His first homer of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next to hit. 2 outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Just missed.
2-2 to count.
That's off the mark, and now it's filled up 3-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line.
And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So the batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, Dylan Moore. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's a third ball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break.
Flores takes it himself. And the back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Fouled off down the right side. Missing inside. It's 2-2. Movement in the bullpen. Colin Snyder appears to be getting loose. Thornton also getting ready. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. And now, Sam Huff.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Swing and a ball line to center. And that is the third out of the inning. Giants down in order. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Next offering is in for a strike. He goes down looking. Cal Raleigh will hit next. That one ripped. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first.
So Bob Melvin. Now it's going to be Luke Raley, and fouled off.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
This one in the air, center field. Lee hauls it in for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. That one way outside. 2-2. Go-ahead run at second, and we're at the top half of the 6th. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mariners lead. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Taylor Saucedo.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
It gets down, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
The 2-1. And it stays fair. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. And that's a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
And now Mike Yastrzemski. This ball's chopped on the ground. Raley takes it himself. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. That one down the line. Base hit and a run in to score. Willy Adames, the next Giant to hit. Here's the pitch to Adames. High in the air, out to right. Makes the grab. He'll do it himself. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Top of inning number 7. So here comes Rowdy Tellez. And now it's 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's the pitch to Tellez. Just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Throw is low, and it gets by. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. And now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. The tying run at the plate. That's to third. Chapman in plenty of time to first. That's the first out at the top of the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That missed by a lot. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. So up next, Dylan Moore. With the tying run at the plate, here are the top half of inning number 7. Here comes the skipper. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left for Seattle. Colin Snyder into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Moore makes the grab, 1 away. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Now one missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Gabe Spire getting loose out there. Thornton warming up as well. High fly ball, shallow right field. Moore hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Two down, bases empty. Sam Huff now at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez makes the play, and that is that. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. On the ground to short, Adames. Low throw, and he can't pick it. Jorge Polanco getting ready to hit. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Tying run at the plate. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to Flores. Out number 3. And now 2 balls and a strike. Action in the pen down there. Edward Bizardo up and throwing. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting average. Averages are just so much higher. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Now a chance for Brett Wisely. Swings through that one for strike two. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one.
That's an out.
But safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Elliot Ramos, the next to hit. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around. So two down now, and here is Mike Yastrzemski. Man at second. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Camilo Doval on to try and close it out.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Way out front for strike two.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
So last chance for the Mariners. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. The Ends down to their final strike. That's outside, and the count is filled up.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Ben Williamson up next for the Mariners. They're down to their final strike.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Tying run at the plate. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Well, a really nice 3-game home series sweep. They came out and, from the first game of this series, really had it.